Happy Tuesday, Mavericks. It is Rob Reinhold. It is July 8th, 2025, and we had a pretty boring summer day of trading today. In this session, we'll go over the day. We did have some news, but the news didn't move anything, and I've got a bull, a bear, and a sideways trade for you.
All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. This video has been released to the public after a delay required by our compliance department. Maverick traders receive this market recap immediately, along with real-time trading support and resources. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that backs professional stock and options traders with firm capital. Our traders keep 70 to 80% of the profits they generate. If you're ready to become a professional trader, click the apply link in the video description below. Let's break down what happened in the markets today.
It was a boring summer day, and you can see here the Dow was down about 1/3%, S&P virtually flat, Q's flat. Look at the Q, or look at the Russell. Russell's strong all day long, so there was some strength underneath this market. You can see the advanced decline line, 60% of stocks went up, 40% went down. So this is still a bullish day. We have 76% of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average. That's very bullish, but at that it's not extreme levels. Let's talk about the news of the day. We had more tariff news, and I talked about this on Friday, how I really didn't love this week as a great week of trading because we're super bullish, but I don't want to buy. And we've seen two down days. They've been small down days, but we do see the markets hesitating quite a bit. We did get the president pushed off the tariffs until August 1st, so the July 9th deadline has come and gone. Well, it's not going to be there, but they are sending out warnings to all the countries who haven't made deals yet that on August 1st, these are going to be your tariffs. And today, Trump also threatened a 50% copper tax and also a 200% pharma tax. This kind of news would have sent the markets reeling in April. Here we are, we're in a different situation. The market is a little bit more mature. We've had this kind of volatility about the tariffs. We've gotten used to it. So we're just not seeing a bunch of movement here. If we take a look at the markets, what the markets actually did, you can see that we've just had 2 days of a pullback. Nothing special, a huge run here, 5% run, and we've given back 0.7% of it. Okay, we expect this to probably last a couple more days. Where does it come down to? Probably maybe the 6,200 level, where we've already seen a little bit of support on Monday. So I think we got a little bit more down, but this market is bullish. It's just bullish any way you look at it. That being said, and I said this last weekend, I really don't want to buy here until I get a nice pullback or a base or something here to where we can get through this period of risk. I also said that the tariffs were an asymmetric risk. Here we are trading at all-time highs. If tariffs end up being a lot worse than the market thinks, this market's got a lot of ground to give up. If the tariffs end up being what the market thinks, it's already priced in. So I do see a little bit of asymmetric risk here on the downside. But take a look how strong this market is. I mean, 2 red candles, but can you even call those red candles? Those aren't even down days. We're virtually flat. Just showing you that the money is still pouring into technology. The heat map got green and red all over the place. There is nothing to talk about here at the heat map. So here we are. We're at a +3. I think the market, again, this week I don't love the market for new long entries. I like it for sideways and some short entries, but just don't love it for long. That being said, I've got a long for you, I've got a sideways, and I've got a bear. If you take a look at these potential bullish trades, they're pretty much all chips. They're almost all semiconductor companies. And here we have Micron. We've got a big move to new highs. We got this pullback. We got this little move. We got this little candle here yesterday, but you can see people want to buy this thing. They want to buy this thing. Okay, first resistance appears right around 130. We're at 124.39, so you could do a 125, 130. You could do even smaller. You could do a 120, 125. This got dollar strikes, so you can do a 123, 127 spread. You don't need to bet that it's going to go up to 140. That's a very aggressive play, and I don't think the market is going to be handing out those kind of runs here. It handed it out 2 months ago, but not right now. I think you want to be more realistic. Say, hey, you know what? 130, 127 is going to be my target here. Just open up a vertical spread here. This one looks good on the upside. On the side, we've got Etsy. We got one moving average coming up, one moving average coming down. We've got this run down. We came up here. We hit that little bit of resistance, but you could see we've got long lower shadows here. To me, this stock looks like it does not know where to go. I'm looking at an ultimate low of 50. I'm going to use this 50 as support. And I'm going to open up a butterfly, say, okay, where do I want this butterfly to be? I could look at a 50, 55, 60 butterfly. I don't think we're going to go back up to the new highs, but I do think we could get up in this range. So I'm looking at this really 50 to 58 is my range, but I think it's going to be on the upper side of that. I think a 50, 55, 60 butterfly 2 weeks out, your profit area is going to be right in here. And I think that's right about where it's going to be. So a little bit bullish on Etsy. And on the bear side, we've got Fiserv. This is a stock that's been out of favor for a long time. You can see big move down here, and then we basically based. We based, and then we came up out of this base, and we couldn't go anywhere. I love when stocks do this, and they finally get above the 50-day moving average, and then they fail. That's one of my favorite little setups here. I'm not super bearish on anything, but I think 165, so like a 165, 170 bear put spread. If you want to be just all theta, then do a 175, 170. And I think that's going to be the play for you. Let's talk about tomorrow's most likely scenario. I think it is sideways. I think we're still pulling back a little bit. This new tariff threats are not good for the market, trading at all-time highs. So I think there's a little bit more pressure on the market. If we gap up like we did today, there's likely to be a sell-off in the morning. Futures were gapping up about 1/3%, and we saw nothing but selling. Got a little rally in the middle of the day, and then really went nowhere. I think we're going to see that for the rest of the week. I think this week is going to be a real messy week. If you're trying to day trade, I think you're going to get very frustrated because every single breakout is going to fail and every single breakdown is likely to be bought. So I just don't see any real good setups here in this market unless you want to do stuff that's really close to at the money. Butterflies, +1, -1 trades. I think that's really the only thing that's going to work here. I think if you're looking to be really aggressive directionally, I think you're going to get really disappointed this week. If you have enough time, you might be able to sit it out. But this week, I think this week is going to be a real messy, sloppy week and probably end up about where it is today. That is the Market Roundup. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye, everyone.